Oh my gosh, I gotta go do the laundry. Wait a minute. I gotta go do the dishes. Hang on a second. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta do everything but do my business, right? What's up, you guys? Todd Falcone here. Welcome back to another episode. Today's episode 88, how to get rid of distractions. So how do you eliminate distractions? Like anything can be a distraction. And I hear this all the time, like I get so distracted. You're getting distracted because you don't have a level of focus in your business, because if you're focused on something, you ain't gonna get distracted. And I get it, like especially working from home, it's easy for other things to come up, the laundry, the dishes, the organization, the dusting, the cleaning, the whatever might happen, the sofa. But you know, if you have a goal in mind, if you have a plan, and you're in the process of executing the plan, you're unlikely to get distracted. So it's crazy. It's like, wait a minute, the laundry was more important than your business? I mean, I get you got to do the laundry, but here's the other thing, like, and I've talked about this, I'm like, creating rules in your life and creating a schedule in your life. And it's here's like the example I've used in I know I've used this in other trainings before. If you were to set an appointment with a doctor, and you couldn't get into that doctor, like skin doctors are crazy. It's like, oh, I can see you in 6 months. I'm like, I got some growth on my hip, and it's 6 months. You know, whatever. I won't get into that in this episode. But you know, you have this appointment, and it's 6 months out. And when that appointment hits, it doesn't matter what else you got going on or what. There will be no distraction. You will be at that appointment because the appointment was so important to you. You're just not going to miss it. So my question to you is, if you're getting distracted, how important is success in this business to you? If it was that important, you'd show up. If you wanted it that badly, you'd show up for it. And that's really interesting, because then you got to ask yourself, how bad do I really want it? Because if you keep allowing yourself to get distracted by this thing, that thing, the other thing, any distraction, and it just keeps taking you away from the business, then the truth is you don't want the business that bad. You don't want it that bad. So maybe you got to kind of analyze like your commitment level to whatever it is that you're doing, because if anything and everything takes you away from it. And here's one way of looking at it. I've done this on trainings where here's the deal for a lot of people. Like most people that are involved in network marketing are part-time. I don't know what the percentage is. I'm not going to go grab a magazine and pull the statistic, but it's like most, right? So you're right now very likely not relying on that network marketing income for your very survival, right? You're not. You're like, I mean, yeah, I make it a couple bucks, but I pay all my bills and everything else from my full-time job. So what's fascinating to me is you won't not show up for your job, because the consequence of you not showing up you're like try this. Monday, I've done this before. Some of you guys may have heard this example. Monday, don't go to work. Tuesday, don't go to work. Wednesday, don't go to work. Don't call in sick. Don't use a vacation day. Just don't show up. Just pull up straight up no show. What happens by Wednesday? You're going to get fired. Any employer is going to fire you for just being so flaky. So it's like, wait, you won't do it. I'm not suggesting that you do. And the reason you won't do it is because the consequences of you not showing up are so big and so immediate to you that even if you don't like what you do, you're still going to go do it. Even if you come home to mama every night going, oh, I hate my job, the boss, blah, 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 you're going to get up and go to work tomorrow. Because you are looking like those are immediate perceived consequences. And people allow themselves to get distracted. It's like, oh, what the heck, you know, what's another day of me like just screwing around? You know, I'm not really making any money yet anyhow. And you're not, because the consequence isn't necessarily immediate, like immediate and dire, right? You lose your job and you can't feed your family, it's immediate and dire. You not showing up when you're making barely anything in a network marketing business, you look at it, you're like, it's not really dire. It's like, I ain't making that much anyhow, so what's the big deal? But to me, I look at it like, wait, the consequences of me not showing up are not the linear loss in wages. It's I'm losing out on the compounded effect of what would happen if I actually showed up for my business. So if you ever want your life to depend on it, like in other words, you made enough money in this business where you're like, I don't have to have a job or second job or like I got more than enough coming in, you have to treat the business, part-time or full-time, as if your life depended on it. So it's not like, the laundry, I got to do the laundry. It's like you can do the laundry later. You gotta schedule time, create that unbreakable, skincare appointment, right? Skin doctor appointment that you would never miss, and treat it the same way here. So it does require discipline. What's discipline? The definition of discipline is giving yourself an order and following through on that order. And yeah, you bet, this business requires a tremendous amount of discipline. I mean, you're at home, it's so different, right? It's like, whoa, I'm home, I could do whatever I want. But you ain't gonna be able to do whatever you want if you ain't not making any money. So, and then you go full-time. Like I haven't had a job for like 3 decades. 3 decades. Now look, I'm pretty good. So, and I've been smart with my money. So it's like I could just chill if I wanted to. I feel like I got a lot more to give to the network marketing profession. So I keep doing what I do. But, I show up every day, because if I didn't show up every day, I mean, I know there would be dire consequences, but it'd be like, things would stop. And this is what I do. So maybe it's not all that you do now, but if it's all that you ever want to do in the future, or if you want to create like more freedom for yourself and be able to work from home and come and go as you please, you got to have a degree of discipline. You have to have a degree of treating the business as if your life depended on it, because then and only then will your life be able to depend on it. And again, part-time or full-time. You could be part-time. The phrase I've used so many times, part-time but fully engaged. You're part-time in the business, but you're fully engaged. You know when your calls are, when your Zooms are, what your Facebook groups are, what your packages are, what your products are, what your comp plan is, what your company is. You don't be like, I don't even know the name of my company. I've had people prospect me, and I'm like, what's the name of your company? And they're like, I don't even remember. I'm like, dude, how are you prospecting me, and you don't even know the name of your company? That's like a person who's like totally like half, 3/4 checked out and maybe a quarter checked in. So I don't know, this whole idea of like distractions, if it's something that you really truly desire bad enough, you won't allow distractions to come in. So I think you got to kind of look at your situation and go, how badly do I want what this business will ultimately provide me? If I want it that bad, you'll do it. Like, it's so fascinating to me, like people will, they focus on something. It could be a thing, like an object. It could be something that they want, this whatever, TV, video game, car, I don't know, whatever it is. And it's like focus. And like nothing's going to stop them from getting it. They can't afford it right now. They can't afford it, but they're going to save. And they're going to do whatever they got to do until they can get it. And then they go get it. But then here you are in the network marketing business and, distraction, whatever. It's like, how bad do you want it? When I started, I wanted it so bad, man. I wanted it. I didn't even know what was possible. My first business opportunity meeting, I see like in August of 1989. I'm like, wait, no boss, unlimited income, come and go as you please, sign me up, I'm in. I wanted what network marketing could provide. And if I can be of assistance to helping you just get a taste, if you just get a little taste of what being a full-time network marketer with the freedom to choose and having the money coming in, where you didn't have to read the menu from right to left, or you didn't have to think about how much is that, I can buy it if I want, or can we go on the vacation? Yeah, we can, because I don't have to ask the boss for, can I take holiday? If you can just get a little taste for that, you will never let it go away. And I'm just telling you from real personal experience, I can't even imagine what it would be like to have to get up, take a shower, be at the office by 8, leave at 5. Because there's days, honestly, where I'm kind of tired. I'm like, I'll start at noon today. Or, that's not a regular thing for me. I'm pretty disciplined, but, my kid's like, Dad, can we go fishing today? I'm like, yeah, let's go. Or my buddy calls me up. He said, we got a tea time at 10:30. We need a fourth. I'm like, cool, I'll be in. To have those little liberties, those little freedoms, because you don't have a boss, you're not working for somebody else, and you've worked hard enough where the money's coming in, that's a beautiful thing. So when you look at where it is that you want to go, and you know how badly you want that experience, that difference in your life, you won't allow distractions to come in. And it may start out with you just time blocking stuff and deciding, okay, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna park it, and I'm gonna get this stuff done, and have some communication with your family and say, look, if I mentioned this a few weeks ago, if my door's closed, I'm working. And you can come in if you're bleeding or some drama, but other than that, like, leave daddy alone. I got stuff to do for these 2 hours. I'll come back out and see you as soon as I'm done, right? So, like, distractions should be gone, should be irrelevant, but it comes down to how bad you really want it and beginning to treat the business as if your life depended on it. So anyhow, that's it for today's episode. We'll see you guys on another one. By the way, if you're catching me on podcast, on audio, beautiful. If you're catching me on YouTube, lovely. But the conversation happens at toddfalcone.com/episode 88. So come on over. Maybe you're here. Comment, like, share, ask me questions. Bring it. toddfalcone.com/episode 88. That's it for today's episode. We'll see you next time.